Director Carvajal, I think one of the more troubling security breaches was the fact that out of 263 cameras, 142 were inoperable or out of service. Has that been corrected?
Senator, we are in the process of correcting all those issues. I am aware of that. We nationwide, we have challenges with cameras, and Atlanta is no different, so we are correcting that problem. We have directed resources to address those issues.
Now, I would think that would be just a top priority because it's such a crucial asset in terms of protecting everybody. Bureau of Prison personnel, inmates. I'm concerned that here we are in July of 2022, and this was delineated in 2020, and now.
Well, Senator, as I stated in some of my remarks, that you have to understand the complexity that we have competing resources. Cameras are a great tool, first off, and we appreciate the support and the assistance to get those addressed. Cameras will not prevent contraband or crime or anything else. It's a tool that we use to manage it. The people are the ones doing their job.
Okay, I got you.
We are correcting it, though.
In your close of your testimony, you said you appreciate the opportunity to come before us. I don't envy your task. But let me ask you, why did it take a subpoena to get you to testify here?
Senator, I'm here voluntarily, and I would defer the process to the department, but I have appeared before Congress 5 times in my tour, and I am voluntarily here, and I welcome the legitimate oversight that you provide.
So I do realize we withdrew the subpoena, and I agreed with that decision because you did appear, but it took us issuing a subpoena to get you here. Were you involved in any discussions regarding your testimony here?
Senator, to the best of my knowledge, we've complied with all the requests.
No, please answer my question. Were you involved in discussions with anybody in the Department of Justice regarding you testifying before this committee?
I was aware of the request.
Who did you? Were you involved in discussions? Did you talk to anybody in the Department of Justice about testifying here today?
When I became aware of the request, I have spoken to appropriate people in the Department of Justice.
Who did you speak to in the Department of Justice about testifying here today?
The Office of Legislative Affairs.
Who?
Mr. Wynn.
Okay, that's not that hard to provide a name. What did those discussions involve?
They involved making sure that we appropriately put the proper people up here to best answer your questions. In this case, operationally, I know we provided a couple of staff to answer questions that were interviewed and to make sure that we provided all the documents.
So did you have discussions once our subpoena was issued?
Yes.
What did those discussions involve?
Simply,
in other words, why didn't you just, because you appreciated the opportunity, why didn't you just, and why didn't the Department of Justice allow you to just appear before us and take advantage of the opportunity to discuss these issues with us?
Senator, I'll defer those questions to the department. I am here voluntarily.
Yeah, but you're here, and I'm asking. The reason I'm asking these questions is congressional oversight has been significantly weakened over the years. I'm fully aware of it. I understand the full frustration of members of Congress trying to get the truth to the American public. That's our job, okay? But the agencies thumb their nose at Congress with impunity. And so to me, this is as important as your testimony is in terms of the problems at Atlanta. Maybe even a bigger issue for me in this hearing is, why did it take a subpoena to get the director of the Bureau of Prisons to come here and testify before us to help us conduct our oversight? What is going on in the Department of Justice that they refuse to be transparent until Congress, the Senate, has to issue them a subpoena? You know, we bring department heads before our committees, have them testify before us. We almost always ask them the question, will you comply with congressional oversight requests? And to a person, because they apparently want the job, they always raise their hand and say, absolutely, I will cooperate with you, I will work with you, I will provide you the information that you request. And then they rarely do. Not on the important stuff, not the things that might embarrass their agency. I think they even look at presidents with the attitude that this too shall pass. That arrogance on the part of these agencies, on the part of the Department of Justice, the FBI, our federal health agencies must end. It is that arrogance, it's that lack of transparency, it's that dishonesty that have Americans losing confidence in these institutions that, quite honestly, they need to have confidence in. It's an unsustainable state of affairs in a democracy when the chief federal law enforcement division, the FBI, can't be trusted. Can't be trusted to be non-political. Shows themselves to be completely political. When the Department of Justice blocks our ability to talk to one of their directors with legitimate oversight. When our federal health agencies have not been honest and transparent regarding a pandemic. So this lack of transparency has to end, and congressional oversight needs to be kicked into high gear. And again, I appreciate what the Chairman's office has done in this one issue, but there are just so many more. Thank you.